still playing. Is he still the same player? What do you see in Aqib Talib, and what would be the challenges for the receivers going up against him?
I don't think it's going to be. It'll be more of a chess match than a checkers for him, just because he understands. He knows the offense to a certain degree, right? Mm-hmm. He knows those guys. He's went against them. So, and then he's also a professional. He watches a lot of tape. So, it'll be a checkers match, and I'll be. It's one of those matchups. It'll be fun to watch. But because when he's in the lineup, they're a different team defensively. They can do some things that they can't do when he's not in the lineup.
It's like more man-to-man? Is that what it is? Or
no, they just
can
they can vary. They can do a lot of variation. When he wasn't in there and Coleman was outside, it was interesting. So.
Thank you.
Hey, Steve. Andrew Marchand from the New York Post.
Hey, how you doing?
Good to meet you. What is your goal doing this?
What's my goal?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of broadcasting. I mean, you're doing obviously well. Do you want to do games?
No, I have no desire to do games.
Why is that?
Because I don't.
Okay. You like just being in the studio, and you live out in LA?
No, I live in Charlotte.
Charlotte, okay. So you just go out there.
I work out of films.
Oh, okay.
So I do more East Coast stuff. So that's I'm from LA, been there, so not really interested. Not really interested in going back and forth like that.
Gotcha. And the studio, what do you like about the studio?
I mean, it's a set place. It's not always going.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable there, have my element. Comfortable to the point of where I feel like I have a routine. Versus this is only my second year. So the first year I was just trying to learn my routine, learn the game, understand it, just kind of really learn the game as far as from an analytics standpoint. And it's been intriguing, and I enjoy it. And there's some days it's tough. There's some days. There's sometimes I've gotten sick of football.
Yeah.
Just because I'm watching. As a fan, you watch your team, and then you may watch the game that's on, like the game of the week. As an analyst, I have to watch all the games, and I have to go back and watch them, certain things if I missed it or why did this happen. So a lot of times what I do is I look at the statistics first, look at the outcome of the game statistics, and then that allows me to go back and look at certain things of the game of why it went a certain way and how. And so that's what I mean by the routine. Like there's some games I don't have to watch because based off the information that I've seen and based off the record, what's going on, I will put a lot more attention on something else. Like this game, the Kansas City New England game, I think I watched it 3 times.
Really?
Right? Just to understand why and how.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things. Then I went back to the Rams. I went back to the Rams and watched the New Orleans game. How that game went. Then I went back and watched the Eagles game. And then I just saw some tendencies and how and why. Like the Rams game, I went back and watched all their losses.
Yeah.
First, when I looked at the rushing, then I went back and charted all their losses. All their losses that they had, they generally threw the ball above 38 times a game. And they ran the ball probably below 17 times. So that told me something, right? And then I went back and saw it and watched and understood why. Well, all those games, they were down early. So they got down early, so when you're down, what do you have to do? Throw the ball. So for me, that's...
But you're doing a lot of work with this.
Absolutely. The thing that people probably think that, some guys get out here and they just roll out of bed. The things that I try to talk about and how I look at it, I can't just roll out of bed.
Yeah.
I wish I could, to be honest. But I really take my job seriously. And it's not something that I'm just going to go, oh, this is why I think they could play. Like, there's times I've been on air and they say, who do you think? And I'll say, I don't know. Like, because one week they look good. The next week, Jacksonville's a great example. I would have thought Jacksonville would have played a lot better than what they did. You would have thought I had them as favorite.
Yeah.
I had them and the Chargers playing for the AFC Championship game. Just the way everything left. They brought guys back. They were supposed to be better. All those things. And so come out and just say, who knows? I watch film and I don't know the identity of this team.
Yeah.